Been around a long time now. You've come a long way as well. From Harry Dunn to Will McAvoy, now to David. I understand that your kids were actually pretty excited when they found out that you were first going to be a part of this movie series. Tell us about that.
Yeah, they called. The agent said Divergent wants you to, take a look at the script and be in number 3. And I told my kids that and said, Dad, you have to do it. You have to do it. And so I kind of said yes before I even read the script.
Kids know the books? Is that how your daughter, she must have read the books or something like that?
They were aware of the books and had seen the movies in particular and were big fans. So anything I can do to get my kids to like me is what I'm going to do.
It's a futuristic movie. It's really, the first one was an absolute feast for the eyes. It's definitely science fiction on the surface. It's a lot more than that, too. You think that people will be able to make the connection between kind of what's happening currently in our political system and some of the issues that the movie tackles, basically, don't change me to be what you want me to be, and that whole premise?
Yeah, not only that, but segmenting certain people and putting them here and those people there and those people there. We're certainly hearing a lot about that in politics, and I think because everyone's so, with the internet, so global now, there's so much information that I think even this audience, which is a younger audience, is well aware of what's going on politically, and I would think that when they see Allegiant and they hear the message in that, similar to the message in Martian, where the whole world comes together to save one astronaut. There's something to take away, and I would like to think that people are conscious enough to kind of hear that and walk away going, huh.
Jeff, The Newsroom, such a good show on HBO. Who'd you model Will McAvoy after? Anybody on the news right now?
No, we didn't. Purposefully. I didn't. Aaron it was written. I had been in a lot of newsrooms over the years promoting movies, so I'd been, like on the Today Show, and I had seen what happens behind the scenes and the talking in the ear and all that.
Right.
So I was able to imagine, based on what Aaron had written, we just made it up. And also, McAvoy was so out there and so egotistical and insecure and throwing his cell phone at the camera. I didn't want to, I didn't want to pinpoint some certain anchor man at a network and go, yeah, I modeled it after him or her, and then have McAvoy be kind of a detriment to whoever that was. So we made it up. We honestly made it up and imagined it.
Seems like he's got a lot of different characters in him. Final question, Jeff. I loved you in Gettysburg. My 2 siblings went to Gettysburg College. You've had a long career. Fly Away Home was one of my favorites back in the old days. But Dumb and Dumber, commercially, a huge success 20 years ago. Where does that rank for you in all the work that you've done on Broadway and film and HBO and that sort of thing?
Oh, for enjoyment, top 5. There was a challenge to doing that, believe it or not. You're with Jim Carrey, who's a comedic genius.
Yeah.
And you're sharing the stage, the camera, with Jim Carrey. You got to stay with him. You got to stay with him. Timing-wise, precision, you got to stay with him. So just from an acting challenge, that was difficult. And so look at all the joy it gave to people. I've talked to a lot of people, and people in bad situations who said, that movie made me laugh at a time when I was fighting cancer or whatever. And, there's value in that. It ranks up there as something that succeeded in what it was trying to do.